Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm in dollars, call it back. Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now to the air. Lock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check, Mike, 47. 3 bucks.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Almost able to intercept it.
Incomplete.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap for Darnold. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I went for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread until we
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether...
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down. They'll run with Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Broncos 6, Jets 0.
Here's the 3rd-year running back, Philip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick. They said, we're leaving. Too many play sheets, do you?
No. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Flacco looking for his first toss. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
8-yard pickup. And the Broncos.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Vic Fangio, an old school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th.
It's now 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke, forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders, bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Returning it, here's Hamler. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Gordon on the
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, it's Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
37-yard line.
Now Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. First and 10, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and
on 2nd down. It's Gordon.
6-yard line. Melvin Gordon on the
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Locked to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Darnold completes it, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Bell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sam Darnold.
McTelvin Agim out of Arkansas showed a lot of versatility in his college career. Really built like a defensive tackle. But they needed him to play on the edge a lot in their defensive scheme. Did it without protest. But I think that he will benefit moving back inside in the NFL. And now that Jarrell Casey, who was acquired from the Titans, is there, he'll be able to be tutored by one of the best in the game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Being chased out left. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Clock gonna go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's see, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and...
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke steps away to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier, AlGz1600's on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
At the 12.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Henry Anderson on the stop.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Lock to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Bell, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st down, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
He's brought down at
the Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up
a lot going to throw it here.
At the 40.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Tonight.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right?